Hey everyone, we are going to get going here in just a few minutes, actually 1 minute. It is 6:29. Ooh, nice Monday hair, Shar. Oh well, you get to see the real me. This is me on Mondays. All right, we will get going here shortly. I'm going to mute myself while I finish. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us, joining me. It's just me, little old me. All right, we will get going here. It is 6:30, so I'm going to start our live video. And happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Mine was a busy day today. We had a lot of errands to run and grocery shopping to do, and I had to return a lot of emails. I had a lot of emails this last week, so we were busy today in a good way. It's the very best thing. So we're going to go ahead and get going here. The name of this class is Women's Health Essentials. I am Shar Brown, a doTERRA Diamond, and I got started on my doTERRA health journey in September of 2012. I was shared lavender essential oil by a very, very good friend, Rosalie Elliott, and she gave that to me because I was kind of full of anxiety and stress and not sleeping well. And after I experienced how awesome and amazing lavender is to help with that, I enrolled about 2 weeks later, I think, and I purchased a Natural Solutions kit, and the rest is history. I started playing and experimenting with all of the oils and products that we have, and I couldn't help myself, and I began to share, and I couldn't stop sharing. And as Rosalie says, share, share, share. So I shared and I shared and I shared, and 2 years later, I went diamond with doTERRA. And it is a journey that I would not trade for anything. I have learned so much. I have grown so much. I have gained so much, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And so as a woman talking to you tonight about women's health, I hope that this is going to help you, because what I'm about to share with you are things that I do. This is me, right? This is how I live my life. And so what I want to share with you is a welcome. Welcome to my class. My goal tonight is that when it comes to women's health, there are many products that make strong claims, right? Out there in the marketplace, there are lots of products that make some crazy claims. But what I want you to consider tonight is the potential side effects, and they're possibly more damaging than the condition itself that we're trying to support. Okay, so that's what I want you to think about as we're getting ready to go on our journey through this class. What we're going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? So what is your goal tonight, right? I have 3 things that I'm going to ask you to consider. First of all, why are you here on a Monday night? Mondays are pretty hectic. It's the first day of the work week for most people, and it's the first day that kids go back to school. There's homework, there's laundry, there's groceries. Mondays are hectic. And so if you're taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this, then I applaud you. Yay, right? But why are you here? Number 2, I want to ask you, what is holding you back from attaining your most optimal health? And what does that look like? Optimal health is different for different people, right? So, and then number 3, what is most important to you? What is the most important thing that you are trying to accomplish? I know what mine was when I was getting started. I just told you it was stress reduction and better sleep. And so those are the products that I targeted for a long time, trying to get a handle on that. And I think I have a pretty good handle on it. I still have about 2 nights out of 7 that I don't sleep perfectly well, but my average is about 6 to 6.5 hours of straight sleep with no interruption, which is amazing for me. So that was my goal for getting started with essential oils. So what is yours? Okay. The next thing that I want you to think about is you need to choose wisely. Okay. Health is a choice. You get to choose what that looks like for you. Okay. And there are a variety of products, again, with crazy claims for women's health out there. The problem is a lot of them have a lot of crazy side effects that go with it. Some of them I'm not willing to even look at. And so my goal, as far as being a 50-plus-year-old woman and going into menopause, was to do it naturally. I refuse to use any of the crazy products that are out there as a woman, you know, that we're offered. And so we absolutely, definitely need to choose wisely, okay? The next thing that we need to consider in our journey through health and women's health and using natural products is why doTERRA? What makes doTERRA so special over other products? And the thing that you need to really keep in mind is not all oils or products are created equally. This is a fact. I shared on my Facebook timeline today a live video that Dr. Pappas, who has tested our doTERRA oils for years and years and years, I shared his video of him buying a bottle of frankincense oil, 100% oil from Walgreens in Indiana, and taking it back to the lab and testing it and finding out that it is absolutely not lavender or frankincense at all. There's no trace of it in the product at all. It's so bad. You need to go watch this video. And if you can't watch it, if you're not friends with me, friend me on Facebook or inbox message me and I'll share it with you. It's so eye-opening, and it's not just Walgreens, it's Walmart, it's Costco, it's Whole Foods. I mean, so many places. Best Buy is another place that you could buy essential oils. So you really need to buyer beware with these things and know that you're purchasing a product that has had third-party lab testing, and that is one of the things that makes doTERRA so special, okay? The other thing is our quality. Our certified pure therapeutic grade is our registered trademark of quality that tells you that our products have been tested in a lab by qualified individuals to make sure that they meet the potency and the quality and the pure chemical components that are needed to be a quality essential oil. The second thing that makes doTERRA so special, why doTERRA, is our co-impact sourcing. And this is huge, right? When you purchase a bottle of doTERRA essential oil, you're not just impacting the bottom line at doTERRA corporate, you're actually affecting people in another world, in another country, because we are a worldwide company that affects people all over the globe. Our co-impact sourcing is where we use third-party growers who are under contract with us to grow and then distill our essential oils. And by doing so, we are purchasing products that are grown in the indigenous climate, in the soil, with the right minerals and the right seasons in other countries. I'm sorry, I need my water. That is our co-impact sourcing. And we pay fair wages to these little villages and these co-impact producers to give us a super high quality end product. In doing so, we are able to pass along these products, these essential oil products that are very pure and very high quality to you guys. So that is why doTERRA. We spend a lot of time with sourcing and testing and making sure that what we send to the people who purchase our products is 100% quality, right? So that's why doTERRA. There are 3 ways to use essential oils. So let's go through that real quickly. I just want to give you a basis for how we do this. The first way that we use them is aromatically. An aromatic use of essential oils would be putting it in your hand, rubbing your palms together, and inhaling like that. That is a very, very simple way to use essential oils aromatically. You could also put them in a diffuser, and when you do that, you are affecting the air quality in the room. You are helping to destroy airborne pathogens that may be detrimental to your family's health. So that is an aromatic use of essential oils, and one of my favorite ways to use them. The second way, number 2, that we use essential oils is topically. And when we use essential oils topically, they get absorbed into our skin very quickly, and they are distributed throughout the body in about 20 to 30 seconds. So your whole body will get a benefit when you put something on topically. Not to mention the spot where you put it topically is going to be super turbocharged with benefits from that essential oil. The one I like to think of for this is Deep Blue. When I exercise, if I sleep wrong and I wake up and I've got a crick in my neck, and you put the Deep Blue on your neck, on your knees, wherever you have discomfort occasionally, the Deep Blue is going to give you an immediate and sustained benefit. And so that is an example of a topical use of essential oils. You could also put them on the bottoms of your feet, which is the primary way that my daughter uses essential oils on the twins. We have 9-month-old identical twin granddaughters, and so my daughter uses a lot of essential oils on those little girls, and primarily it's on their feet or on their little hiney when they have a little diaper rash. That is a topical use of essential oils. You can also use essential oils internally, but this is primary to doTERRA. Okay, I would not go get the Walmart or the Walgreens essential oil frankincense and take it internally, because it's probably going to make you really sick, because it's a phony, fake bunch of chemicals that they use, primarily alcohols. It's really toxic, really bad for you. So you want to make sure that when you're using essential oils internally that it's doTERRA only doTERRA, and then only the ones that are slated to be used internally. And you can tell that by turning the bottle on its side and reading the label. It will tell you if it's meant for internal use or not. And internal use is very, very special. It is meant to give your body an internal immune system boost. I use essential oils internally every day. My latest one is lemon. I'm trying to cleanse, and I'm doing lemon in the morning. I put a few drops directly under my tongue. We do frankincense internally, not the Walmart or Walgreens brand, but doTERRA brand. And when you do that, it absolutely boosts your immune system in a huge way. Another one of my favorite internal oil uses is On Guard Plus, which is a soft gel that has a blend of essential oils in it, Melissa and the On Guard blend, as well as black pepper. And I use that one to boost my immune system before I travel, because when you travel, your immune system takes a dive, right? It's hard on your body to travel. So I always make sure to boost my immune system with On Guard Plus about a week before I start traveling. And so that's an example of internal use of essential oils. So that's how we use it in 3 different ways. The next slide here is, gosh, this could be Russ and I, right? this totally could be you and I, but it's a really beautiful couple, a man and wife, and this slide is to help you focus on this subject. Just think about this for a minute. Consider this idea that aging and deteriorating lifestyle do not go hand in hand. They don't. Russ and I are going to be the people that absolutely prove this to be a fact. We have these beautiful granddaughters and wonderful family that we want to stick around for a long time. And that is my goal. And so that is why I do everything in my power every day to make sure that my body stays healthy. Your body is a temple, and you have to help it remain healthy, girls. Seriously, you have to do this. No one's going to do it for you, okay? This is the problem. As women, we tend to put everybody else ahead of us and everybody else's needs ahead of us, and we don't know how to say no, and we certainly don't know how to take time for ourselves, right? So I'm going to ask you this question. Could this be you? Listen to these. Listen to this list of things. No energy. You put everybody else's needs before yourself. You know your health is important, but you do nothing about it. Really? You are the only one that can do it for you. No one else is going to do it for you. So if that's you, pay attention to what I'm going to talk about here. Do you have no passion for the things that you once loved? That's really sad, right? Do you feel that aging is inevitable and you just have to take it and that there's nothing you can do about it? Do you have a burning desire to look and feel better? I do, absolutely. So if these are you, if you can answer yes to any one of these, then I want to assure you that you're in the right place tonight, okay? I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. This is what we're here for. So this, I actually pulled this from this website right here, doTERRA.com, brochures, magazines, living, winter, 2013, 2014. They keep all this stuff in there, right? Women's hormonal health. I'm going to read this to you, and I know this is not what they say you're supposed to do with a PowerPoint, but I feel compelled to do this. It's a simple fact. Hormones get blamed for a lot. Bad moods, aggressive moments, even sad days. Deserved or not, it is clear that hormones play a significant role in many of the body's functions. Because hormones affect such a wide range of physiological processes, it is important to maintain hormonal balance. Hormone change can cause a wide variety of physical and emotional symptoms. Estrogen and progesterone are the main steroidal hormones that affect women's health. Each of these hormones has a broad scope of functions that extend far beyond reproductive health. In fact, female sex hormones influence energy levels, sleep cycle, brain function, bone health, heart health, weight management, and many other factors. That's crazy. That's just nuts. So what are hormones? Okay, this is a cute little girl. Look at that cute little baby, or maybe that's a boy. It's in blue. I think it's a boy. But this is what I want to ask you this question. What are hormones? Okay, you can't talk back to me because of this live video, so I'm going to tell you what hormones are, right? Hormones are special chemical messengers that are created in your endocrine glands. They control the major body functions from hunger to reproduction to emotions and mood. There are many hormones. For women, estrogen is the main sex hormone. It controls puberty, pregnancy, and prepares the body for pregnancy. It regulates our menstrual cycles. It regulates menopause. Estrogen levels change, causing many health issues, okay? That statement right there comes from www.hormone.org, okay? So I did some research. I went and got some research. I did some research to do this presentation. How about this? We don't have to suffer. Ladies, we don't have to suffer, right? That's why we're here tonight. Many of us reach a point where we believe that when I age, my beauty and my health are going to deteriorate. That's just a fact. Wrong, not true. That is a belief that is created by societal ignorance and misinformation. I'm serious about this. It's a fallacy. It is not true. My goal is to show you how to avoid this, all right? There are 3 things that we're going to talk about right now, and none of them are comfortable. They all are uncomfortable. One of them is diet, one of them is exercise, and the third is doTERRA, okay? These are things that we can control. Our diet. Russ and I have made some crazy changes recently to our diet. We are eating 6 meals a week that are, 3 of the 6 are vegetarian, and they are non-GMO, and the other 3 are, they're all organic. The other 3 are from Sunbasket, and those are, they are paleo, as well as non-GMO and gluten-free. Okay, so we've been doing this since the beginning of January, and let me tell you, my body is changing in crazy ways. One of the crazy things that's happening in my body, I'm looking at Russ because he's like, yeah, I don't know. Sugar affects me in a very negative way all of a sudden. I can't have a cookie. I ate a cookie 2 mornings ago, and I had so much bloating and uncomfortable discomfort in my stomach. It's not even funny. And this is bad because I know there are guys that are going to see this, but whatever. I am vulnerable and you get what you see, but I can't do sugar anymore. And that's a good thing, right? Sugar is bad for us. And so what my body's doing is I'm eating all of this really good, healthy food, and I'm sleeping better. And now my body, when I put white sugar into it, is going, no, I don't like it. I don't want it. So stop. And so I've had to stop sugar. It's crazy and it's hard because I am a sugar addict. There you go. That's it. I'm a sugar addict. I love sweets. And so this is a challenge. But I'm telling you, the other things that are happening in my body is I've lost 2 pounds. I lost 2 pounds last week, our first week of doing 3 vegetarian meals. Go figure, right? And my body is going, no artificial sugars, no cane sugar, none of that. No sugar, just natural sugars. I'm using maple syrup and honey. Those are my sweeteners that I'm using right now. And it's a good change. It's a good change. I think I look healthier. I think my face is healthier. I have more energy. I am sleeping better. So this is the diet. The exercise. We've got to exercise, you guys. And I will tell you, I am not an exerciser. I hate it. I hate it. I do. But you know what? I know that by doing so, it's doing my body well. And so I am doing my exercise even though I don't like to. Our minimum is 3 days a week that we exercise. We did none last week because we had company visiting, but we are doing it this week. We typically actually do 4 to 5 days. 3 days of exercise in a week is kind of bad. And we do it together because we have to hold each other accountable, because otherwise we'll both look at each other and go, today, no, we're not going today. So we both have to go and go at the same time, and we do the elliptical and we do planking. And that is what we are currently doing for exercise. And then of course we walk the wiener dog all, like 4 or 5 times a day. She's very needy. And so we go outside and we walk with the dog and we get fresh air. And today it was really cold, fresh air. And yesterday it was super windy, cold, fresh air, but it's good for you. And then the third thing is doTERRA. Now let's talk about doTERRA, all right? This is the bomb diggity, women. And women between the ages of 13 and 99 need this. And I don't care if you've not got your parts, you still need this. You need the hormones that are going to be given to your body by using phytoestrogen, okay? What is it? Let's go through this. It is a blend of natural plant extracts that support hormone balance through the phases of a woman's life. So again, it doesn't matter if you've just had twins. It doesn't matter if you are me, 53. Oh, whoops, I just had a birthday. I'm a little older, 54. I need this, okay? And I need a little bit more than the next guy, and it's good, or girl. And actually, guys need it too, by the way. But Russ give me a sideways look right now. But this is very, very essential. As a young adult, every function in a woman's body is controlled by hormones. And the balance will bring good health and emotional well-being from early teens all the way through menopause, right? Plant estrogen that naturally supports hormone balance. There is flaxseed lignans for metabolism. We all know as we age, we need more metabolism help, right, ladies? Combined with diet, exercise, and hormonal balance to reduce issues associated with PMS all the way through menopause. And it supports healthy bones, heart, breast tissue, and other functions, okay? Super important. And it took me a little while to figure out the balance that I needed of phytoestrogen. I started out doing 1 in the morning and 1 at night. Guess what? Those hot flashes kept coming. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll take 2 in the morning and 1 at night. And what happened is my hot flashes during the day were much, much, much better controlled. So then I was like, all right, well, those dang night sweats, I'm going to start taking 2 at night also. So I take 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Yes, I do every day. And this is one that I will not miss because I notice a huge difference when I miss it. And lots of water too, girls. We need to drink lots and lots and lots of water. So that is phytoestrogen. We all need it. We all need it. Between the ages of 13 and 99, we need phytoestrogen to some extent in our life. So everybody needs it. Let's go on to our next one, Clary Calm. This one is amazing. And I use this one when I have breakthrough hot flashes. So sometimes, you know, in spite of my 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and maybe I don't know what causes it. Sometimes I think it's just that it's hot, right? We're in a hot room or whatever. But I will rub the Clary Calm right over my chest because that's where I start to flame. It's like I'm on fire right there, right? So I just rub it across my chest and it absolutely calms it down. Another way that I use Clary Calm is as deodorant. It works really well as deodorant. I found this out one day because I was at Jazzercise and forgot to do deodorant before I left. And the only thing I had with me that I thought, well, what would I use? Maybe Clary Calm. So I just rubbed it under my pits. Sure, turns out it works really well as deodorant. And I'm not the only one that says this. There are a lot of other women in a lot of the groups that I'm in that have said that Clary Calm is a great deodorant. And we shouldn't be putting deodorant toxic under our armpits right there next to all of those lymph glands, right? Especially if it's not doTERRA's deodorant. But if you forget, and I always have Clary Calm in my purse, so that's why I grabbed it. Let's talk about Clary Calm. It is a blend to soothe during the menstrual cycle. So when I say soothe, it soothes everything. It soothes the mood. If you rub it on the abdomen, it soothes the menstrual cramps. It has a cooling effect and it provides emotional balance. So you can rub it on your abdomen during the cycle for cramping and discomfort there. You can use it for hot flashes and apply it directly to your chest or the back of your neck, wherever it works for you. And it's also very calming for emotions, right? This is what we call the crazy oil, women's crazy oil. If you ever hear me say that, it's Clary Calm because it calms us down. How about nutrition? I already kind of talked about this. I gave away my sun basket and the purple carrot. And it's not just the purple carrot that we're doing. So we do 3 meals a week from sun basket. And then we do 3 meals a week from purple carrot, but it's actually Tom Brady 12. And that sounds really bizarre, but Tom Brady is a vegetarian. And I saw this pop up one day in my Facebook feed because I have Sunbasket all over. I love Sunbasket. And I was actively looking for something else to give me another 3 meals a week. So we do 6 meals at home every week. And it's saving us money as well as we're getting great nutrition. So my first TB12 Tom Brady Tom Brady basket was delivered last week, and 3 vegetarian meals that were so good, so good. Even Russ, he's looking at me right now. He gave me a thumbs up right now. He loves these vegetarian meals. Kind of crazy, but that's what we're doing, and we're sticking with it. So we alternate every other day. We do vegetable proteins, and then the other day we do meat proteins, and we both feel great. And we've lost a few pounds, and it's great. So nutrition is super important. These are things that we as women need to focus on for our specific needs. Milk, yogurt, cheese, beans, fish, specifically sardines and salmon, green leafy vegetables, eggs, and lean meats. Okay, those are all very high calcium foods, and our body needs calcium, lots of it. Another thing that we need to focus on is sun. We need vitamin D, all right? Vitamin D is actually what helps our body process minerals and calcium. So if we're not getting enough vitamin D because we slather ourselves in sunscreen, just go out for half an hour without sunscreen on. It'll do you so good. Vitamin D deficiency is a huge problem in the United States. Huge problem, because we've all been brainwashed that we need to use sunscreen. And I agree, we do need to use sunscreen because, you know, melanoma is not a happy place either. However, you can go out for half an hour without sunscreen and get the necessary vitamin D that you need from the sun. So let's do that, because you really, really need your vitamin D. And then the last thing is calcium. And we don't get enough in our diet, ladies. We don't. It's impossible to do. So we have to. I say have to. You have to take a calcium supplement, okay? doTERRA has a fantastic one called Bone Nutrient, and it's made from the very, very highest quality calcium. But the deal is, if you're under the age of 50, you need 400 to 800 IU, international units of calcium daily in your diet, okay? And you're not going to get that eating all of those foods that I mentioned: milk, yogurt, cheese, beans, fish, green leafy vegetables, eggs, and lean meats. You're not going to get it in there. And if you're over the age of 50, we need 800 to 1,000 IU of calcium daily. And then you got to go out and get your sunshine so that the vitamin D will help it process, right? So here is the bone nutrient. I kind of already talked about this, but it's super, super, super important. Get this, bone mass in women peaks at age 30 to 35. And from that point on, your bone mass, ladies, is decreasing. It's going down, 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 down. At age 50, you lose bone faster than your body can grow it back. That little tidbit comes from the womensguide.org, okay? So we need bone nutrients. This is super important. It is the vitamins and minerals that are required for good bone health. It's C, D, calcium, magnesium, and trace minerals. And all of those minerals and magnesium and D and C are going to help the calcium do its job, okay? Because if you don't have all of those things to support it, the calcium's not going to do what it needs to do. It is going to help increase bone mass and density. It will give you 100% recommended daily values of calcium and magnesium. It will give you healthy bones, and it also has D2 and D3 to help absorb the calcium, because what's the use of taking it if you're not going to absorb it, right? So this is super important. The bone nutrient, gotta have it, gotta have it. All right, let's talk about my other favorite trio. This is, I don't ever miss this, ever, 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 ever miss this. This is our Lifelong Vitality. This triple package right here with the Microplex DMZ, the Z Omega, and the Alpha CRS are going to give you better health, increased increased focus, more energy, and vitality. And all four of those claims, I am telling you, are what I experience as a result of taking a full dose of these three every day, right? The lifelong health and vitality depend on many factors in your life, right? It's a great choice for you to use for daily supplementation. The VMZ are all of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs every day to function, okay? The vitamins don't do their job without the minerals to help them know where to go. The Z Omega is an essential oil omega complex, and so it has all of the essential oils that we need on a daily basis. And I was going to try to remember them, and I'm not going to remember them. Let me look at my sheet, see if my sheet has them on here. It does, but it's all blurry and I can't read it. It is frankincense, wild orange, peppermint, cumin, oh dear, ginger. So it's got the tummy tamer in it. I'm up to 5. I'm missing 4. Anyway, you can figure it out. Google doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it will have all of the information for you in there. Google is your friend. Google is my best friend, my very, very best friend. So the Z Omega has all of the omegas that we need, plus 9 essential oils that our body needs every single day just to function, okay? And then the Alpha CRS is the cellular recovery complex, okay? So this is going to give your cells vitality to continue to produce good, healthy cells. It's also going to help you with brain focus. And so does the Omega. Omega is brain. It is all about your brain and cardiovascular system. And so to have a healthy brain and healthy cardiovascular system, you need the Omegas, and you also need Alpha CRS. So these three together, this little trio, is going to be your secret sauce. It is going to put the bounce in your step. And that is what we need as we age. We need to stay bouncy, right? We have to be able to feel good enough to go out and exercise. And so your diet is going to help you, and your lifelong vitality is going to help you, right? All right, so let's talk about some oils. These are some of the oils that are super beneficial for your health, okay? Lemongrass, actually one of my favorite recipes from Sunbasket is lemongrass pork chops, lemongrass crusted pork chops. So good. But lemongrass is one of the essential oils that is so good for what ails you. It is really healthy for ligaments and tendons and all sorts of muscular issues that I typically get when I exercise. So I'm telling you to exercise, you know it's going to be painful, right? So lemongrass is one of those oils that I love for my exercise tolerance. Rosemary is another really super beneficial essential oil, as well as frankincense. Frankincense is our immune system booster, right? You need frankincense every single day in your diet. You need to put it under your tongue. It already is a part of the omegas in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And so frankincense is just all things relaxing and soothing, as well as immune system boosting powerful. And then lavender is amazing. Lavender has so many uses. Lavender, lemon, and peppermint, the three of them together have 101 different uses. But lavender is primarily for relaxation. What I want to do right now, in my notes right here, I have this. I want to tell you which oils I use at night. Okay, so I have a very special routine, and I want to share with you what I use at night, because maybe it will help somebody out there who struggles with relaxing and shutting off your brain so that you can actually get a really good night's sleep. So let's talk about this. The number one oil that I use that I will not miss at night is DDR Prime. Okay, DDR Prime, the primary function of DDR Prime is to protect against oxidative stress. Okay, so every day, just living life, your body is hit with oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes inflammation, and inflammation causes dis-ease in your body. Okay, so I combat that with DDR Prime on the bottom of my feet every night before I go to bed. Okay, DDR Prime is a brilliant blend of frankincense, wild orange, lemongrass, thyme, summer savory, clove, and niaouli oils. Super powerful. It is the cell killer. Let's just call it that. Okay, so the bad cells in your body, it will kill them on contact. That's why I take it, right? On Guard is another one of my oils that I use every night on the bottom of my feet. I drop a couple of drops of On Guard on the bottom of my feet just for good measure, because I don't have time to be down. I don't have time to catch all the crud that's going around. So I use On Guard every single night for that reason. Serenity goes on my big toe. I used to use lavender, and now I'm a big grown-up oil girl, and I use Serenity now. I love Serenity. It's a combination with lavender. It's got all sorts of other good things in it. So Serenity is my secret sauce for the going to sleep, and I put that on my big toe. I also use 2 Serenity soft gels at night. That is an oil complex in a little capsule that has lavender and a bunch of other herbs in it that are very, very supportive for relaxation and helping your body just go quickly to sleep. And I use it, and I've had amazing results with it, okay? The next oil that I use is Breathe and cardamom, okay? So I take cardamom and I put it on my neck right here, right up my throat, and I put cardamom right underneath my nose. Cardamom is an excellent respiratory essential oil. So at night when I'm prepping to go to sleep, I just want to have great respiration. So cardamom under my nose and right here on my neck, and I follow it with topical Breathe. So I put the Breathe I put it on my neck, but I primarily just kind of rub it around my chest too. And then I put a couple of drops of Breathe under my nose and across the bridge of my nose, okay? The next one that I use is cedarwood, all right? I put cedarwood essential oil right here in the middle of my forehead because that is the brain that won't go to sleep right there. That's the place that won't shut down. It keeps going, 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 going. I wonder where my granddaughters get it from, right? It's just nonstop go. And so cedarwood right here in the middle of my forehead helps turn off my brain and just help me relax. Another one that I use is Digescen. So I put Digescen in my belly button before I go to sleep every single night, right? Because I don't want to have, any digestive issues in the middle of the night. And then I take whatever is left over on my fingers after I do it in my belly button, and I just rub it across the bridge of my nose just for extra good. Digescen is fantastic for a stuffy nose. Not joking. Try it. Trust me. It's like pop, pop, pop. You can hear all of the congestion up there just kind of disappearing. And then my final happy oil that is the newest addition to my nighttime routine is Roman chamomile. I love Roman chamomile. Oh my goodness. So I put it on the pulse points on my wrist like this. I put 1 drop, rub my wrist together. I take whatever's left on the top of the little bottle and I rub it behind my ears. And then I take 1 more drop. I turn it over in my hand and I put another drop back behind my neck right back here. And it is so good and so calming and so relaxing. I love Roman chamomile. So that is my nighttime routine. That's how Shar goes to sleep. Just thought you might be interested in that. Hopefully it helps somebody. I hope it does. The next picture that we have here is I want you to know that you are in control. You control your health, okay? You as a woman should not have to sit around waiting for your health to deteriorate. That is not life. That is not living life, right? That's not what God put us on this earth to do. He put us on this earth to be beautiful and dynamic and vital and function at full capacity until our dying breath. And we can do this, right? We don't have to give up if we've been diagnosed with a condition, okay? Because like I said, a couple of times throughout this, you have a choice. We women have a choice to take care of ourselves. And I like to say this, we can't pour from an empty cup. Women, we put everybody else before us. We do everything for everybody else. We clean the house, we cook the food, we do the shopping, we take care of the kids, right? We do everything. We work outside the home, a lot of us. And some of us homeschool our children. But that's exhausting. All of that stuff absolutely drains us physically and emotionally and spiritually. And so we have to put something back in. We have to fill ourselves back up so that we have the vitality to do this. And part of that is good health through supplementation and using your oil products. It is. I'm not lying to you. You need to test me out. Try this, right? So I have found exercise is one of the most amazing physical and emotional activities to keep your mind in the right state and to improve your overall health. Exercise, right? And I want to encourage you, if you're not an exerciser, you have to start somewhere. So grab your sneakers, put them on, go out the front door and take a walk. Just go start for 10 minutes. You have to start somewhere, right? Just start for 10 minutes. You need to make sure that you create the time for anything that moves your body and creates joy. Okay, so go find what works for you. If it's riding a bike, go get a bike and a helmet and go ride, right? I'll be careful to watch for you on the streets, I promise. I won't run you over in my car when I'm driving to Jazzercise or to the gym, I promise. So just do something that gives you joy. One of my favorite things to do that Russ and I are starting to do again is golf. I love golf. And what better thing? You're exercising, right? You're walking and swinging clubs. And let me tell you, golfing uses a lot of muscles that you would never even imagine that you use. And I love it. And you're outside and you can hear the birds and the sun is shining, hopefully. I'm a fair weather golfer. I don't go when it's not sunny and warm. But find something that works for you. Dance, if it's dance. I love to dance too. So if it's dance, go start taking dance lessons. Drag the hubs out or your partner and go dancing. It's really good for you. Here are some other ideas for you. Rhythmic cardio, weightlifting, sports of any kind, dance, yoga, tai chi, walking, rock climbing, hiking, fishing, whatever it is. Go out and move your body. You will thank yourself for doing it. It's super important to do that. Let's talk about frankincense. Frankincense is a super, super powerful essential oil. So we're going to go into detail with this right now, okay? Frankincense can do these things. It helps with feelings of anxiousness. It helps with memory. It will help with feelings of sadness, right? Frankincense is a super, super powerful essential oil. But I have some other ones that I want to share with you, okay? So frankincense should be on everybody's nightstand or in the kitchen. I don't care if you use it at night or if you're going to be a daytime, morning frankincense user, just put it into your routine somewhere. So I'm a morning frankincense person because I have a lot of oils I already use at night, right? But here are some other suggestions for you, okay? For memory, rosemary, peppermint, and frankincense. Those are all really great essential oils for memory. How about for concentration? Anybody have concentration issues out there? I do sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Get this, serenity is really good for concentration. Maybe that's why I use it at night. It helps me concentrate on sleep. Vetiver is great for concentration. And lavender is really good for concentration. Okay. How about feelings of anxiousness? I know in our high stress world with our jobs and all the crazy stuff we have going on in our lives, we can get anxious, women, right? We can get really anxious. So lavender is really good for that, as well as elevation. And then this is my go-to for anxiousness is balance. I balance all the time. I balance in the car a lot. So balance is your best tool for feelings of anxiousness in my world. How about feelings of sadness? You know, we get sad. We just do. It's our hormones. We can't help it. But we have oils that can combat that. So lemon is a really great essential oil to combat sadness. Citrus bliss and Melissa is a great essential oil to help combat the feelings of sadness. My preference is wild orange. That is my go-to. I use wild orange all the time in my diffuser with peppermint. So that's a really, really good 1-2 punch is wild orange and peppermint. That's my favorite. So I said earlier that my goal was to help you understand that you have options, right? That you have choices and that we can work on prevention together. And I understand, so don't get me wrong, I totally get it that we all have certain health conditions in our lives that are going to impact our life, regardless of our lifestyle choices. I have one of those that I deal with myself. I have a lung condition that it is what it is. It's never going to go away. I will always have it, but I've learned to deal with it. And what I also know to be true is that when you consume a diet rich with high quality food, when you move your body regularly, and when you supplement with pure products derived from doTERRA essential oils, you're laying a foundation for vitality, all right? And honestly, I believe that a true measure of beauty is the ability to take care of yourself and to put your own needs first. You really need to do that. You've got to take time for you. And in doing that, you're going to have a better quality of life all the way around. And so part of that is choosing to take your supplements every day, to put good food in your body, and to put time aside to exercise on a regular basis. And, you know, I understand that for a lot of you that are hearing this today, it's extremely normal to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I do it too. And I don't expect that to change, but I hope that you're able to carve out just a little bit of time for you out of your busy life that you can focus on what truly matters, your health. Super important. You really, really, really need to concentrate on having better health. And I'm hoping that I've encouraged you with a few products. And in reality, it's not that many, right? It's a few oils. You got to find what works for you to help you get good sleep and relaxation and to help lift your mood. So there are a few oils that you need to experiment with. You need to do your supplementation. You need to take your bone nutrient. You need to take your phytoestrogen, and you need to do your Claricalm. That's not a lot. Really, it's not. And by doing all of those things, you're just going to benefit. So a lot of folks are going, well, now what? Well, I just gave you the laundry list, right? I told you, you need to go add these things to your loyalty rewards order. If you're watching this for the first time and you're not a wholesale customer with doTERRA yet, then I have great news for you. We can help you with that, right? We can actually help you learn how to become a wellness advocate. And so you're going to get involved by enrolling. You're going to pay your $35 annual membership fee, which entitles you to purchase your products at 25% below retail. If you happen to decide to choose one of our enrollment kits that doTERRA has put together, they're going to waive that $35 annual membership fee for you. So in doing that, you're going to be able to purchase your products at 25% off. Plus, you'll be able to have the opportunity to participate in our loyalty rewards program. And it is fantastic. You will be able to receive points back on all of your purchases, kind of like frequent flyer miles with airlines. My favorite thing that I do is my American Express card gives me loyalty rewards points back. And so every time I spend $1, I get between $1 and $3 back. Well, doTERRA's works the same way. So you're going to start at 10%, and as you remain a loyalty rewards customer over the next 12 months, you're going to graduate up to 30%. And so when you reach 30%, plus you're getting 25% discount on your purchases, you're actually earning about 55% off of your products. So that's really, really cool. That's my favorite part of doTERRA. I actually changed my loyalty rewards order just today, and I went in and edited it so that I could get my Roman chamomile using my loyalty rewards points, because that's an expensive one. It's like 80 bucks, I think, wholesale Roman chamomile, but it's my happy place. I love it. So I have to go do that, right? But I have my points to use. So the last thing that I want to close with is I want to let you know that the best is yet to come. Seriously. If, you know, I want to thank you for being a part of my class tonight. And I hope that I've encouraged you in some way to go out and improve your health. Take time for you, ladies. Please, I can't implore you enough to do this. It's up to you. And my life, honestly, has changed so dramatically since I began using essential oils. And so I'm making it my responsibility, this is my passion in case you haven't noticed, to share these amazing products with as many people as possible. And so this is my why, this is my passion, this is what I do. And it truly is an honor for me to introduce these products to you. And I hope that I've given you some benefit tonight, and that if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact me. You can reach me via email, you can reach me via text, you can reach out to me in inbox message on Facebook, you can comment on this live video, that's on Facebook. I'm going to get on there in just a few minutes when I close out and answer any questions that we may still have. And just let me know how I can help you. I'm here to support you and to be your biggest cheerleader. So go get improved health, girls. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye. All right. To close out. Here we go. There we go. Bye, everyone.